Gentleman yields back. The chair recognizes the gentleman from Doctor from Tennessee, Dr. Green.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and Ranking Member Heiss, thank you for today's hearing, and also let me thank our witnesses for being here today. I'm equally concerned about this topic, but really almost for other reasons. First, a discussion of the threat. Clearly, there are several threats to the security of our election process. One, of course, is the cyber threat, domestic foreign hacking that might alter vote counts. Another, of course, is local, focused on the polls themselves, where intentional or unintentional mistakes can result in wrong results. Or worse, actual voter intimidation, as seen in the 2017 special election in Philadelphia, where an election official pled guilty to voter intimidation against anyone voting for a non-Democrat. Philadelphia has seen many of those cases. Other such examples of manipulation should also be considered, such as ballot harvesting. In Tennessee, we don't even allow candidates and their campaigns within a certain distance of the polling places so that individuals can be free of the pressure right as they cast their ballot. But in California, the candidates can just go to the person's home with their ballot, pressure them, get their vote, and turn it in for them. As the former Speaker of the House said, that defies logic. I'd submit to you that our founders got it right on how best to do government, and that is, the best government is the government that's closest to the people. And I think that's also the case in elections. Let me just share a little bit about what my state is doing. And while I deeply respect the gentleman, Mr. Cooper from Davidson County, I have to disagree with him. I think Tennessee and Secretary Hargett, and particularly the elections Commissioner Mark Goins, are doing a fantastic job. As I mentioned above, we don't allow candidates in Tennessee to get anywhere near our polling sites. Further, all the poll workers are divided amongst the parties, effectively yielding an equal number of workers from each party at each polling station. So local intimidation, like they're seeing in Pennsylvania, is not happening in Tennessee. As for cyber threats, our Secretary of State, Trey Hargett, and the head of our elections, Mark Goins, have done a spectacular job protecting the integrity of our elections. The state offers regular online cybersecurity hygiene training for election officials, including part-time election commissioners and even volunteers. The state provides on-site security scans for our county election offices. Tennessee has conducted statewide cyber-related election tabletop exercises, wargaming attacks, and how to handle them. Tennessee provides annual in-person cybersecurity hygiene training led by experts such as Paul Connolly, the Chief Information Officer from HCA, Healthcare Corporation of America. Our State Election Commission provides each county with hardware systems dedicated to interact with our statewide voter registration database, SEALed. Our personnel are trained on recommended best practices and guidelines for protecting election infrastructure. As we speak, the state is in the process of hiring more technical employees who assist counties with cyber-related issues. Tennessee doesn't need, nor do we desire, the federal government's intrusion into our elections. It's clear the agenda of the leadership of the majority party is to do just that. They even, with H.R. 1, want to force California's election systems onto the states, basically making a federal methodology and taking control from the states. It's their biggest initiative. It's H.R. 1, usually the designation reserved for the party's biggest push. California-style elections on the rest of us, not an option. The goal is clearly to empower a certain group of people, a certain party. It's unacceptable. Thank you, Mr. Chairman, for